have you ever thought? I have done calisthenics for a very long period of time. But do I even know what is calisthenics? And I really somewhere in my mind remember Hannibal, Bar Brothers. That is the all history I know about calisthenics, but explain me this. Come on, this is the evidence already in ancient Egypt. Before they built pyramids, they all did calisthenics.
But you will be rich in mind and spirit.
Like, just hear me out. You see, nowadays everyone tries to figure out how pyramids were built.
Something aliens, something else, but...
Come on, in today's video I made research and I really think the reason they could build pyramids is because they did calisthenics. Without further ado, let's start learning history. And okay, from my research I found out that calisthenics started in ancient Greece. Around 500 years before Christus were born. I really think calisthenics is for at least 3000 years. However, from my research I found out that calisthenics actually means from Greek words kalos, los, stenos. Kalos is beauty and stenos is strength. Beauty of strength. Simple, really. Like, come on. Okay, this wasn't the best example, but it really is beautiful. At that time they used calisthenics mostly to train Spartans. It helped them to become stronger, more disciplined. Not after that. All the time calisthenics were a little bit popular, like some did it, basically push-up, something like that, but really it was underrated. But actually thanks to USA, calisthenics really became popular because USA in around 200 years ago, they started to do calisthenics in schools, in army, everywhere. And I think the only reason why calisthenics is popular nowadays is because if there was no USA, we wouldn't have calisthenics. So guys, come on, we sometimes hate USA too much for being fun, for having fast food, but remember at some point USA was great. Let's continue. For next around 100 years, calisthenics, it was really underrated. No one talked about calisthenics, but in early 2000s and still today, calisthenics movement, it starts to push back. Like it all started basically thanks to Hannibal, to Bar Brothers and Bar Stars. For the last 20 years basically calisthenics is start to slowly reborn, and come on, we as community, we need to push our calisthenics further, and calisthenics is goated, calisthenics is better than gym, and this is not propaganda, this is my thoughts, you think by yourself, but the big conclusion is that calisthenics always have been here for at least 3000 years, but the problem is that it's like, look in my eyes, it's underrated. No one thinks calisthenics is actual sport still today. Like, yeah, there are calisthenics world championships and maybe there will be Olympic games, but for a lot of people calisthenics is simply doing push-ups, pull-ups, and it's nothing, they don't even count it as calisthenics, but calisthenics is an actual sport. Actual sport.
No, it's our time to push calisthenics further, so it cannot be, so...
If you can, please like and subscribe. Thank you, and see you in next video. Skidoo.